we made it. Boy, we made it. Sup Sojo fam, Sojo here. Happy 2018 and happy end of the first week of January. Who's feeling this year? I'm already so in love with it because the energy is so positive, and it's only been a week, but I am loving 2018 and I praise Jesus because we made it. We made it through. We made it through. Because let's be honest, who found 2017 like tough? Honestly, it was my toughest year yet, but at the same time, somehow it was my worst and my best year. So it's kind of like Paul in the Bible. So Paul in the Bible, he went through the shipwreck. My life was shook. My life was beaten against the waves. But just like Paul, who also made it to shore safely, so he was drifting across the Adriatic Sea on a broken piece of wood, just like this. Sorry, that's like a popping set or whatnot. And he made it to shore. He made it to the island of Malta. And that's how I feel. It was my worst year through the shipwreck, but it was my best year in seeing myself through and seeing myself make it, not on my own strength, of course, with God. Sorry, that's my mom's game. I'm in her room at the moment. But seeing, just knowing that I survived on, like, through moments that I didn't know I could, on a broken piece of wood. God can use broken vessels, amen. Amazel. I mean, but before I get into this, I will acknowledge that there were amazing moments of 2017, but I'm just thankful because I'm so glad that I can just shut and slam the door to 2017 and never have to open it again forevermore. All the past pain, hurts, even victories or struggles, I consider as kind of like that boat that was shipwrecked. It's gone, it's done, its remains are in the ocean. It's all dealt with, forgiven, and forgotten. So, quick fun fact that I learned a couple of weeks ago. The number 7 is the completion number in the Bible. So like 7 years of drought, 7 years of abundance, Jesus performed 7 miracles, 7 days a week, etc. And so I believe that everything that happened last year, whether it was good or bad, was on purpose, was preparation for this year. I mean, this year is apparently the year of open heaven, where you will not see anything like you've seen before, nothing of the past. It's all unprecedented. It's all full of greatness. And I tell you now, I just tell you now, just to expect great things. Don't let your past failures or hurts or like expectations from the past set what's about to come. Just saying. And so that's why I feel like this year is a full-on clean slate, because for me, it's completed, it's done, it's buried, it's all sussed, you know. It expired on the last day of 2017. So what's really good, like, so moving on, 2018 in the Bible, 8 symbolizes new beginnings, resurrection and regeneration. And because it's one up from 7, 7 being the number of completion, 8 is the number of a new generation, a new era, or that of a new order. So that means everything this year gonna be new. And the word I got from God on New Year's Eve was Isaiah 43:19. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past, for I am doing a new thing. And when it springs up, do you not perceive it? So God's like, even the way God has come through for you. Like, see, I can't even reminisce. I can't even look back on my old ways of thinking, my old ways of expectation. Like, all of it is gone. He's going to surprise us. That's what he wants to do. That's what unprecedented means. He wants to make us shook. He wants to like show us a new glory, a new level of his glory, a greater level of his glory. That makes me so happy, and I'm already feeling it. I feel so grateful. I can already feel that this year will be spectacular in the name of Jesus. And this is the thing I've realized, that it had to be tough. It had to be a catastrophe. It had to hurt. You had to feel it so that you would learn to never want to go back again, or never experience it again, so that you learn that you can survive, that you're actually tougher than you think. And now you get to start new, clean slate, start fresh. Oh yeah, and now that we made it onto the new shore, this is the way I'm looking at 2018. I feel like I've just shipwrecked, but I've made it onto new land, and I'm just looking at this green foliage and this amazing scenic view, and there's all of this island waiting for me to explore. And another thing I've realized, and I'm switching metaphors now, is after a crash, let's say a car crash, not a shipwreck, there's always some type of debris. The breeze, the breeze, the breeze. So the debris left over is that feeling of, what if I just stayed? What if I go back? I have this feeling of wanting to run back, and you just want to go back to your old ways. Let's use the example. So God freed us from something toxic in 2017, and then that boat shipwrecked, and you made it. You know, you're right here, but we're going to experience a little bit of post-traumatic stress because what we were so used to is just all of a sudden gone. We always have this feeling of wanting to run back to what we're so used to, and it's really because we as humans are used to operating in our dysfunction. Sometimes our dysfunction or old ways, old habits, old environments is something we tolerate, and we normalize what we tolerate. And so, like, especially getting closer to God, when He takes you up on kingdom level favor, on God's best, we resist. When He takes you higher, we resist because we settled for less. We settled for the world's best, and yet we know that God uses the world as His footstool. So when He takes us higher, we're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Like, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to better because I settled for less. And sometimes when you feel weird, you're like, you want to run back to that energy. You want to run back just so you feel you're back into your comfort zone, your consistent old ways. Another example from the Bible is just the people of Egypt, the Israelites. So they were slaves in Egypt for 400 years, and they were finally freed. They were finally freed. They were in the wilderness, but they were freed from abuse. They didn't know where they were going, but they were free, and yet they started to complain, and they were like, take us back to Egypt. We'd rather go back to what we know. And yet there was a promised land, and like they wanted to go back to the whips and to the like whatever that is. And for us, it could be we want to go back to old friend circles, to whips of shady comments, to old relationships, to old jobs that God has removed us from. And we're like the people of Egypt. We want to go back to Egypt when there's a promised land waiting for us. And so I just want to encourage you, like, don't go back, sis. Don't fall for the roses and forget the thorns. Like, it's normal to feel it. It's normal. You're going to feel it. It was a lot. But don't fall for it. Don't go back. Go forward, sis. Run to God when you feel like running back. So 28, Deuteronomy 28, if you fully obey the Lord, so that's the key, if you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully follow all His commands. In other versions it says diligently, so no delaying obedience. It says carefully follow all His commands I give you today. The Lord your God will set you high above all nations on earth. All these blessings will come on you and accompany you if you obey the Lord your God. So 1, you will be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. The fruit of your womb will be blessed, and your crops of your land, the young of your livestock, the calves of your herds, and the lambs of your flocks. Your basket and your kneading trough, is that how you pronounce it, will be blessed. You will be blessed when you come in, and you will be blessed when you go out. The Lord will grant the enemies who rise up against you, they will be defeated before you. They will come at you from one direction, but flee from you from 7. The Lord will send a blessing on your barns and on everything you put your hand to. The Lord your God will bless you. The Lord your God will bless you in the land He is giving you. The Lord will establish you as His people, as He promised you on oath. If you keep the commands of the Lord your God and walk in obedience to Him, then all the peoples on earth will see that you are called by the name of the Lord, and they will fear you. The Lord will grant you abundant prosperity. Who don't want abundant prosperity? Where was I? I lost it. Oh yeah. In the fruit of your womb, the young of your livestock, the crops of your ground, and the land He swore to your ancestors to give you. The Lord will open the heavens, the year of open heaven. I tell you, this is the year of open heaven. He's declared it. So where did I go? Oh, the storehouse of His bounty, to send rain on your land in season, and to bless all the work of your hands. You will lend to many nations, but borrow from none. The Lord will make you the head, not the tail. If you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God that I give you this day and carefully follow them, you will always be at the top, never at the bottom. Do not turn aside from any of the commands I give you today to the right or to the left, following other gods and serving them. Mic drop. Like, who does not want that for this year? Especially after a year like last year, thoroughly prepping us for this year. And you know, I openly receive all that God has for me. I pray that you guys are in the same place and really turn to God for everything, because this year is going to be like none other. And I'm so thankful, and I praise Jesus. And I thank you guys for tuning in. That's all I have for today. I just hope you have the best 2018 ever, and really turn to God, because he's going to open it up for his people. Like, he's going to rain down, he's going to pour out the blessings, and it will be great. I just want to thank 2017 for the year that it was, but it's staying in the past, and this year I can't wait to live out. And I just want to give a quick notice. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm 9 away from getting 300 subscribers. Once it hits 300, I will release a dance video or something, just a fun one, nothing serious. But for January, it's going to be my research month, so I need to upskill, because I want to make better videos for YouTube. That thing is really annoying me. I want to make better videos for YouTube and like better content, etc. So, you know, before the year fully starts, I'm going to take this month to just focus on that, so I won't be as active. Yeah, you'll hear from me soon. Once again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Xavier Tonga, Asilika Sally, Novi from Australia, Chris from Texas, rock solid from Paris. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for your love and positivity. I better go because I'm tired. Sojo out. Oh, that didn't work. Bye.